Alaska, 12-day cruise, April 27th to May 9th, 2018. Over the years, I've been to Skagway 4 times. 2 times I've driven to Alaska with an RV. I had never taken the White Horse Pass train out of Skagway. White Horse Pass history. Miners got off the ship in Skagway and had to cross through Canadian borders to get to the goldfields in Alaska. The miner had to have 1 ton of supplies before the Canadians would allow the miners to pass.
If at any point you are uncomfortable with the temperature inside your car, please don't hesitate to let one of our trained personnel know. We'll be happy to assist either inside or outside, moving or stopped. And this does include electronic cigarettes. So if you bought a few extra things going to help through your cars here in just a moment, if they haven't done so already, we'll point out some of our onboard amenities and make sure you're settled and comfortable. You'll be seeing these 2 gentlemen as well. They're going to come through the cars here in just a moment.
So I'm not sure if the here today, but I was rain all week long.
To a rail map, which I encourage you to use to follow along on our journey today as we embark from milepost 0, Skagway, Alaska, to the White Pass summit at milepost 20.4. On those maps.
Each one of those cars are named after a lake. Snowplows in front of those. I bet ours has that too. The cruise is one of the first for the season, therefore cold and lots of snow on the ground.
Workers had to rappel down the mountain and drill blasting holes by hand for the 250 tons of black powder necessary to bridge the 100.
Off in the distance is the highway going into Skagway. From the top of the pass down into Skagway is 11 miles in length and the grade is 11%. That is a steep grade when towing a vehicle. Off in the distance you see a train trestle. It is no longer being used, but it was a marvelous feat of workmanship back in the days when they didn't have the modern equipment. The snow is getting deeper and the wilderness is getting wilder. going over one of the many bridges. I wonder how many cars are on this particular trip. We had the only cruise ship in port, but there was about 3,000 passengers on that cruise ship. I wonder how many took the train. As you can see, the train is climbing at a steady rate. We're getting higher and higher in elevation. Get some good video. Okay. There are icicles all over the place, hanging from cliffs, hanging from bushes, hanging from trees. It is a steady climb and we're getting higher and higher in elevation and the snow is getting deeper and deeper. This is the old trestle. It is no longer being used, but what a lot of workmanship for being done years ago. Going across the trestle, it's a long ways down, and then afterwards we go right into a long tunnel. This is the border crossing going into Canada. This cabin belongs to the Canadian Mounted Police. The engine has been disconnected, moved to a sidetrack, moved around to the front of the train as we head back towards Skagway. It is hard to picture the miners crossing this pass to get to Nome for the gold fields. Oh, look at the cave right there. What wild, rugged country to cross on foot. We're on our way back to Skagway. Going through these tunnels are fascinating. The icicles on the walls.
That is colorful. That is absolutely colorful.
That is the old trestle, not being used anymore.
Between 1900 and 1901, and it's actually a very prestigious honor. We share this distinction with other engineering marvels like the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, and even the Panama Canal.
There is a pot-belly stove in each one of the railroad cars to keep us warm. I got some good pictures of icicles hanging from the rocks and from the trees here. That was the end of the train ride, and the next day we went on to Glacier Bay. The train ride up to Whitehorse Pass and back to Skagway was well worth the trip.